Dr. Mari Lucy Serda, Jennifer Jen Ferris, and Margaret Meg Thomas Solomon's Reframe, a framework to developing a compassionate care instructional model, is exactly what the applied behavior analytic community needs to help usher in a new and frankly overdue age of behavior analysis focused on client-centered, assent-based, values-based, precise measurement practices that continuously ask, what does the client need? And what does the client want? In a field that has clear evidence for its effectiveness and a history of using harmful practices, they not only tell but show how the science can be practiced without harmful procedures that are centered on compliance. Everyone in the field is taught the concepts and principles of behavior analysis, but what is often missing are nuance, complexity, and context in how to apply them appropriately across different clients with different needs, wants, cultures, communities, and environments. In this book, the authors use their experience to help others come into contact with problems many of us have had and show how different solutions can have different outcomes to help readers navigate what they're likely to experience in the field. Dr. Mari Serda and I have both attended the Pennsylvania State University. I am working on my doctorate, and she earned her ABA graduate certificate at Penn State. While we did not attend the university at the same time, our paths crossed online because of our shared interests in dissemination of behavior analysis, while adding the critical and cultural lenses we brought to the field. Meg Solomon found my content on Instagram as I was teaching Black history and behavior analysis, and we became quick mutuals, then friends. I met Jen at the Precision Teaching Conference, where we both get the chance once a year to nerd out about standard acceleration charts, precise measurement, and how we can use those to change the world. Unbeknownst to me, all of these brilliant women knew each other. I only found out after they asked me to write the foreword to this book. Small world. I am someone who has a background in studying and applying behavior analysis, precision teaching, and assent-based practices. I have also taken classes in ACT, RFT, and even conducted a training with Meg on how ACT and precision teaching can work well together. This book is like a love letter to all these areas and a couple more, tailored to humans who care to implement these practices and procedures ethically, morally, compassionately, and with consideration of the values held by the kids, clients, and caregivers we serve. Prior to reading Reframe, I hadn't read a book that focused on all these aspects. Then to add scenarios with examples and non-examples of how one might approach different situations takes the theory and makes a praxis unlike any I have read in this field. I already told each of the authors that I plan on using this book with the students I teach when I become a professor, because many of the lessons learned in this book are not often learned until practitioners enter the field. Unfortunately, learning the lesson in the field for the practitioner doesn't always result in the best outcome or experience for the client. This book helps bridge the gap to give the readers, emerging behavior analysts, behavior technicians, and humans who work with these populations skills and tools they need to be successful in these tough situations. What you need to know, dear reader, is that critically engaging with the content in this book will help you tackle many circumstances you're likely to come across. While almost every question you have about working with clients in this field will likely be answered with, "It depends," this text gives you a chance to see what different outcomes occur with different approaches. I hope this book finds its way to those new to the field, long-timers, and everyone in between. The work we do is important and many times life-changing. Thus, there's a great responsibility in how we go about our procedures to minimize harm and maximize joy. Reading this book should help put that into perspective, as well as help shape some of our behavior for the best outcomes, experiences, and quality of life improvements for those we serve.